Okay, here we go. We've got a nice question here about charging through induction. As ever, please take a time to try the question, and when you're ready to see the answer, press play. Okay, so I think this is a very minor topic within the IB. It's certainly one that we don't cover in lots and lots of depth, and it's about charging. So what we'll do is we'll look at this particular instance of charging and then perhaps think about how else we might charge. Here we've got a charged rod, okay, and it's near a metal plate and it's grounded. Now grounded basically just means that we've got a constant flow of electrons. So if we've got this positive charged rod, it's a metal plate, we can have electrons flowing in there. What's going to happen is we're going to suddenly get the accumulation of lots of negative charges onto our plate. Okay, so the plate has become negative charged. And so therefore, what we're going to get here is we can rule out one of our answers. A and B can go because it's not neutral, it's negative. Negative charges have come from the ground onto that plate. And the question is, what happens when we remove the grounding? And this is where you have to understand that, well, if we remove the grounding, there is no where for those electrons to go. And so therefore, the negative charges stay on the plate and it remains negative, which is why the answer here is D. Again, I've talked about these kind of table choices questions. Often you expect these answers to be different in each of the columns. Every now and again they're the same, and that's the case here. Now, as I've said, I think this is a very, very seldom touched upon topic. It's a very quick one. Something to think about would be how else we might charge things. Usually this is through transfer of electrons. Okay, so this rod, for example, could have been charged by taking the electrons from it. Okay, rubbing it with a cloth would remove the electrons and therefore leave behind the positive state. We're starting with a neutral thing again, and it's becoming positive. So that would be the two ways of doing it. We've got charging through induction, that's this one, and charging through friction, which is using the rubbing effect.